What's up, guys? Classy Metal here. I've got a long overdue collection update video for you guys. My immune system's finally starting to kick this crap that I've called out, so hopefully I'll be feeling good enough here within the next day or two to get back on marching through the collection videos themselves and just knocking those down. But I've got quite a few CDs to show you on this video. I've just stuff that I've picked up in the past, I'd say, month or two, and I'm just going to get right into it. The first one is a black metal release, Passive Metal. My buddy Tanner did a list on his channel not just too terribly long ago, ranking his favorite black metal releases, and he talked about this one. He talked pretty highly about this one. This is a Sorcier de Glacis. I probably butchered that, and I apologize if I did. The name of this album is The Pure Essence of Primitive Forest. After he recommended this on his channel, I went and checked it out for myself, and I absolutely loved it. So I got online and ordered myself a copy. Good, just fantastic stuff here. If you haven't checked it out, the case came a little cracked, so I have to. But if you haven't checked them out and you're into black metal, definitely give them a listen. The next one is one that I ordered. It's some death metal out of my home state of Tennessee. I saw these guys live several years ago. And when I say several, it's probably been 15 years ago. The name of this band is Inner Self. As far as I know, this is the only release that physical release that they have. The name of this album is Awakening Agony. I saw someone post this on a photo on Facebook that they had picked up this CD not too long ago, and it was the first time that I'd ever even seen this available. So I had to get on and get myself a copy because just for nostalgia's sake. But definitely a decent listen. If you haven't checked that one out, also do that. This is Inner Self with Awakening Agony. Next up, we have a couple folk metal releases. This is a Russian folk metal band. I believe you pronounce the band Vega or Beta, but I'm not sure. Everything from the band is in Russian, so I'm not even going to attempt the album titles. I got these together on eBay and a lot, and I checked out the band, and I just really thoroughly enjoyed them. And for the price that these two were going together, I couldn't pass up the deal. Next up, we have an album that I ordered off of Citrus Media's online store. This is Black Tongue. Some good old down-tempo deathcore here. This is the Born Hanged and Falsifier, I guess Rehash, Redux, I believe is what they call them. The Born Hanged version of this sounds almost identical to my Born Hanged EP. I didn't have a copy of Falsifier before this, so that was the main reason behind picking this up, but definitely glad to have that as a part of the collection now. Next up, I have the Job for a Cowboy Gloom EP. I picked this up on Indie Merch Store. I believe it was $4.99. Next up is an EP I picked up from a buddy of mine on Facebook. This one came all the way across the pond. I think it ended up costing me about $5 shipped, so I couldn't pass that up. This is Before I Go with I Can Feel You in My Skin. Definitely give this band a look up and tell them I sent you. Check them out. Definitely a worthwhile little EP to pick up there. The next one is one that I had sold off not too long ago, and I found it available on Comatose Music, and I was able to buy it back, so that made me quite happy. This is Fallujah with the Leper Colony EP. This is the Grindhouse. This is the more common of the versions. Just I don't even have it out of the plastic yet. I still have the music ripped to my computer, so I hadn't even bothered to open this one yet. But definitely glad to have that back as a part of the collection. Next up is a EP I found on Bandcamp, and this is from the deathcore band Abyss. Excuse me. And the name of this EP is The Darkest Depths. This is a fantastic release. Definitely look them up on Bandcamp if you haven't. I believe there's only 100 copies of this EP, so you need to jump on it fast before they're sold out. There's a song on here called Bloodlust that I absolutely love. The next two I ordered from Chugcore. Been getting quite a bit of stuff from Chugcore as of late. The first one is a deathcore band called Olivia and Shaped by Violence. I believe they're out of the UK. It actually lists 6 tracks on this, but I don't know if it's a misprint or what, because there's only 5 tracks on the disc. As you can see, it's numbered. This is number 7 out of 30 copies. Next up, I have another awesome release from Chugcore. This is a Man-Made God with Prima Materia, I believe is the name of this. Just hard-hitting, heavy stuff here. Definitely check this one out. I believe the EP stream is up on YouTube right now. It's just some heavy. I can't say enough good things about this one. This one's also numbered. This is number 6 out of 30. The next one I'm going to show is probably my favorite release from 2016 so far. I ordered this off of Bandcamp. This is Winter Lore with their self-titled. There's the track on here, which is named Winter Lore, is my favorite track on this release, and it's just probably, like I said, my favorite release so far this year. It's black metal at its finest in my book, so definitely check that out if you haven't. The next two I ordered off of Red Stream. Apologize, I still got this cold going on. I'm probably going to mispronounce this band name. It's Necrolatria. I believe it's some black metal. I believe this is out of Russia as well. I buy quite a bit of Russian releases. This is a nice black metal release, kind of folky black metal. I'm not even going to attempt, as you can see, that that title's in Russian as well. I really love the artwork. There's the case. Some of the teeth were missing off the case, so looks like that, almost like that Pro Press CDR type artwork. So, but I really enjoy this CD. Next up, we have some post black metal. I ordered this from Red Stream as well. This is Sorgeldum with Virhaten, I believe. I believe this band is out of Sweden. I could be wrong. I have one of their earlier. Well, actually, it came out the same year as this, and I believe 2011 is when this came out. They released From Outer Intelligences that year as well, and I picked that one up and absolutely loved it. I don't know why it took me so long to grab this one, but I thoroughly enjoy that one as well. I don't know if I showed the disc. The artwork is pretty nice on that too. Next up, we have a classic here. I got this on eBay. This is Cryptopsy with Whisper Supremacy. Didn't have this one in my collection yet, so I was definitely stoked to get my hands on a copy of this. Next up, we have Soylent Green with the String of Lies EP. This is a short little 3-track EP, but it's my favorite release from Soylent Green. The Sewn Mouth Secrets version that's on this EP is so much better than the version that's on their full length of Sewn Mouth Secrets. That's the name of the full length as well, but the EP version is so much better. Next up, we have another strong release out of 2016. This is Dreamless from Fallujah. This is another one that I've spent quite a bit of time with since I've had it, and each time I listen to it, I think I enjoy it a little bit more than the previous listen. So it should be, very high up on the end of the year list coming up in December. And next up, we have another one I ordered off of, I believe I ordered this one off of eBay, but this is Eldamar with the Force of the Ancient Land. Another strong atmospheric black metal release from this year, and I could see it ending the year high up on the list as well. Definitely check this one out if you haven't, because you have no idea what you're missing. The music itself is as beautiful as that artwork, so hop on that one. I've got 2 left to show, and this update will be over. First up, I have Dying Fetus with Stop at Nothing, another classic album here, and one that I needed for the collection. I got this cheap enough that I just hopped on it, and I'm glad to own it now. And last but not least, we have some gothic metal. It's got some Sirenia and Extrastania members in it. This is a Mortemia, I believe is how you pronounce that band, with a Miserere Mortem. And the driving force member behind this was a former member of Tristania, and he wasn't even in the World of Glass, which is my favorite Tristania album. I think he left the album before, but this is like for me, this album almost sounds like a continuation of Tristania's World of Glass. I couldn't believe that I hadn't heard of this sooner, and I absolutely fell in love with it. This one's been playing pretty much nonstop too, so definitely glad to have that as a part of the collection now as well. It was a nice surprise, something that came out several years ago, and it was just new to me when I found it. So every once in a while, you can be surprised with stuff like that. That's all I've got for this update. Like I said, pretty soon I'll be back on the collection video showing off what's on the shelves behind me. Thank you guys for watching, as always. And I appreciate all the subs that I've been getting lately. Keep your eyes open for the giveaway coming up. I think I have 40 subs left, and then we'll have a pretty decent giveaway. So thank you guys once again. Thanks again for the likes, subs, everything. I'll quit rambling now and let you be on your way. Stay classy and stay metal.